Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I am your host, Mikey, and as always, with me, riding shotgun is my main man, Tommy. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother, man? We are here. We are Friday night, and we are a few days away from the rematch in KC. And I know it's a dreaded thing to say, the 13 seconds, but we are finally here. We are a new team. We are here to make a statement, and this is, to me, a statement game, to be honest with you. I know it's a regular season game. I know the Buffalo Bills are saying every game is the next game is the most important game, but This game's important, Mikey, at least to me, and I have a feeling, I know the players are brushing it off as not, every game's important, blah, 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 but it is. You always have those games, kind of like the Patriots games are always important, no matter what, because we always had to get over that hump.
Yeah, and I think it's important for the fact of it's important for the chance for it to be number one seed. But in the grand scheme of things, it's just another week.
It's another week because it's a regular season. I understand that. But I will say this, though. Everything we did in the off season, and we're going to get to this when we start talking about this game.
Yeah.
Led us up to this point, right? This is the game where I want to see the additions that we made, that Brandon Beane did. Are they good enough to stop the Chiefs, to show me that in the playoffs that they will? I understand we beat them last season. I get that, but it's a totally different team now, right? Defensively. So I want to see how we do now. And like you said to me through a text message, let's see how we do against a top-notch offense. So anyways, let's get to some news before we go into that, because we're going to really dial that in.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll start with Devontae Adams being charged with misdemeanor assault for pushing the freelance sound guy after the game.
Did you watch it? I sent it to you right afterwards, right? Remember, you just missed it. But listen, I'm not going to deny and say that listen, you play sports, Mikey. I play sports growing up. Emotions get to you, especially like when you lose, right? Like I understand in a way, but I don't like you can't do that, right? Like I get it. Your frustrations boil over, but this dude had nothing to do with the game, right? He's a guy trying to run, get out of his way. Because really, that's what he was doing. He's probably just trying to get in position to record him.
Some kind of
but that's
reaction.
But he's not like a TMZ guy. He's an NFL. He's working at the NFL. You know what I mean? Like if it was a paparazzi guy or like a fan running on the,
he's a freelance guy, so he wasn't with the NFL.
But the NFL only, if you're on the field, the NFL gives you a pass to be there. Right? Yeah. He wasn't like I said, hanging out by his truck, and he's like,
get the hell. He was a Monday night guy, ESPN guy. Yeah. We don't know if he was a local channel guy.
You can tell, though, he was trying to get out of it. Like, he wasn't trying to get right in front. You can kind of tell he was kind of scooting to the side. Either way, though, you can't push him. Yeah. Bro, it wasn't like it was this tight space. Like, he could have went around. You know what I mean? But I get it. Heat of the moment, but still, he's going to pay for it.
I have a different take on that. I think it's a bad look for the NFL as well. They need to learn, like, as these guys are walking off the field, especially in a anticipated game like that, don't run up in front of guys that are going into the locker room. You want to get them on the field, get them on the field. he was trying to get off the field and up the locker room, and the guy tried to cut in front of him to get it, so he shoved him out of the way. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I understand you can't be putting your hands on people. First off, he should know better. He's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
That guy's looking for a payday. Number two, I think the NFL needs to protect the players a little bit better and put better security measures around guys and what they can do. Having them try to catch him in the tunnel is just a bad optic from the NFL side.
Yeah. So here's my thing. So listen, NFL is a sport, but it's also a business, right? These guys down there are doing their job, even if it's not the NFL, even if it's for their paper or TV station, right? They're getting paid just like the athletes, and the NFL is allowing them to be down there for a reason, right? Like it's all about money at the end of the day. You want to get that good video shot picture. But listen, you're telling me like he hasn't gone through this for years? Like this is nothing new, right? Win or lose, there's guys down there going back from high school, bro. There's high school reporter guys on there. There's college guys down there. There's a ton of people. You can't let your emotions get the best of you at that moment. I know it sucks. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Like where I lost my cool. Said some dumb things on the basketball court or football field, whatever. But yeah, you can't do it. I'm also not a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like dude might lose a little bit. He's gonna probably have to settle for something. And by the way, that's Mafia Mom, who Mini Bills Mafia, who's going to be joining us tonight. So thank you for popping on the stream. Any other news? Go ahead there, Mikey. Sorry. Are you done with that?
No, that's fine. We can move on from that.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson has another case filed by a different attorney. So, as we know, more of these can be popping up through what is it? I think March is when the statute of limitations ends. So this one isn't by the same person either. So this is a different lawyer. Yep. So
Yikes.
it'd be interesting to see what the NFL does with that.
Yeah.
The next one, Alvin Kamara being sued for $10 million in the nightclub assault. Was around Super Bowl time last year. He hasn't been suspended by the NFL. I don't even think there's been criminal charges filed against him, but there's a civil case now.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, and if
probably he'll probably just pay it off. You know what I mean? Settle out, yeah, a couple million or something stupid.
Yeah,
you got it.
Those are the main updates, and then obviously we had a barn burner of a game last night on Thursday Night Football. Man, $13 billion is what Amazon paid for Thursday Night Football, and
they're giving them such crap.
I mean, at least there was a touchdown this time.
Carson Wentz is so bad, bro. By the way, he is so.
What happened?
I don't know.
When Josh came out, everyone was hoping that he would be Carson Wentz.
The next Carson, yes. Yeah. Thank God it's not. We would be doomed. Doomed, bro. I don't like. It's weird. Carson Wentz is weird because I guess I got to take that back a little bit. He can be good at where you're like, okay, damn, that dude, he has games where it's like, okay, and then you have 2-3 games in a row where it's like, ugh, cringeworthy. And by the way, Justin Fields, he's not the answer in Chicago. He's just not, man.
Justin Fields has zero offensive line. That dude
I get it
on every play.
I get it, but I just don't see it.
You don't like him.
Man.
We know that.
I don't. I could be wrong, though. I say the 3-year rule all the time, bro. I didn't like Baker Mayfield either, and it looks like I am almost about right.
God, Baker's so bad.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying. So
just know, Alpha Rob agrees with you. Alpha Rob agrees with you. Do you think Fields is garbage? I think Fields has talent. I think they're going to ruin him.
I don't know. We said the same about Trubisky, and we'll see. I mean, I tell you what, I thought Trubisky was a better option, better rookie there, and he at least got him to the playoffs, right? So
well, there's a better team around him when Trubisky was there.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I like he's athletic, but he just doesn't do it for me.
He doesn't read defenses very well. That's one thing he doesn't do. He holds the ball. He holds the ball for like almost 3.5 seconds because he waits for the guys to become open rather than throwing them.
Can't
open.
do that. Yeah,
No.
yeah. Well, maybe
But
like you
also
said,
didn't
maybe he
help
doesn't.
that his guys dropped like 7 of his passes last night,
Yeah,
including a
I
game winner.
get it. We'll see.
Yes, Dallas. We'll get to that.
We're
in
gonna
1
get
second.
to that too.
And I see Trey Wack back at practice. So
Mm-hmm.
here go. Mafia Mom comes in and says Fields had some chances for easy passes, move the chains, and yeah. They showed it last night. I think Kirk Herbstreit did a fantastic job. Showing the differences. Like he had the wide open, move the chain throws that were like 7 yards downfield, and he was chucking it deep.
Yeah, you got to take what's given to you.
Kenny Pickett did a lot of the same thing last week.
I'm assuming she's saying Josh when in his early days when he was just winging it deep, and that's true. But they're two different kind of players. I just don't feel like Fields he doesn't have the arm strength. Clearly, like he's missing some stuff. Like as far as passing goes, but we'll see. Listen, it also you got to remember too, Josh. He had a lot around him to get to where he is now. Like he had Ken Dorsey come in, he had Jordan Palmer, and then he had specialists working on it. It's like he had a lot.
Had a front office who gave him weapons. This is year 2 for Fields. A new GM, a new head coach come in. Their first 2 picks are defense.
Yeah, I don't.
When you have a bad offense.
I get it.
Bean started right away to try to fix the O-line after his first year, went out and got him weapons after the first year and started building around Josh. So it's a different setup from that way too. So
I just don't like his game, but we'll see. Hey, we'll see. Year 3, they got. I always say, I don't mind. Like I'll tell you what, like some teams, I don't mind if you just say, it's not our guy. I was talking to somebody the other day about that, like Arizona, when a first round pick and Rosen. At 1 year, they were like, nope, not that's bro. That's very rare, Mikey.
But that's a GM who still has his job too. He realized he missed.
I don't hate that though. Like I don't hate that if you feel comfortable enough where you're like, not my guy. I have another chance to get a rookie. And that's something like, I think Frank Reich is gonna I don't know if he's gonna keep his job because you need a draft, bro. You can't keep doing these recycle quarterback thing. Same with Washington. Now Washington's trying to do the Carson Wentz deal.
There for it.
That's what I mean. I don't think so either. And that sucks because I think he's a good coach. It just you can't do that recycle quarterback thing year after year. It won't work, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't unless he's a stud. I mean, look at Denver now. I mean, they took Russell Wilson, who you think still has something left.
Yeah.
And that may not work out. And that's going on John Elway, who continues to do that as well. The recycle quarterback thing. Instead of just finding yourself a good quarterback in the draft, working around them, they're stuck in this. Let's get this veteran quarterback in here. The Peyton Manning experience worked, but I'll tell you what, it almost didn't. It almost didn't. Thank God for his defense because they lost it in year 1 when Manning was
really good.
And then the second season with them, he wasn't very good. He got hurt. He barely went through the playoffs.
He was a shell of the Manning.
Shell of himself.
He was good enough to manage the offense for the defense to win it.
Yep.
But anyway,
exactly right.
Let's move on from the Washington-Chicago recap, even though that was a barn burners and everyone wants to talk about that. We have a special guest tonight, Tommy.
We do. And matter of fact, this special guest goes by Mini Bills Mafia, and he is going to be doing a podcast on this channel with his mom, who's actually joining us in the chat as well, Mafia Mom. And to be Mafia Means Family podcast. We'll let you guys know when that's going to be officially set up. But without further ado, Mini Bills Mafia, what is going on, brother?
Not much. I'm just really glad to be on the show.
Glad to have you, man. So let's start with this first. Tell us your age, man.
I am 10 and I'm in 5th grade.
10 in 5th grade. Okay. How long you been a Bills fan for?
I've been a Bills fan for about 2 years when we lost to the Texans.
Oh, yikes. That was a tough one. That was a tough loss, but that's okay. Who's your favorite player?
Tommy, go ahead, I want to get into that. I love the fact that he joined us coming off of a loss. Because you
Yes.
know what? I became a
Gonna jump
Bills
ship.
fan. Yeah, I became a Bills fan, really diehard Bills fan after we lost the first Super Bowl. That's what that's when I really became a diehard fan.
Way,
And then
way before your time.
yeah, way before your time. So I love the fact that he becomes a huge fan based off of a loss. That is
Yeah. Yep. So who's your favorite player?
I don't
I see you're
have
rocking a
one. I
Poyer
have
jersey.
many. I have
Many?
many.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You're rocking the Poyer jersey tonight, though. That's a good one. I don't blame you on the Poyer if you just said Poyer, but so you went on. I saw you on Joe Miller last season, correct? You were on Joe Miller's show with Joe Miller.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. So how'd that go? Did you enjoy being on that show, and did you learn anything from Joe? He's pretty insightful. He knows his Bills.
I did learn some stuff. It was very, very exciting to be on there. Also, all my classmates saw it. My gym
Oh,
teacher, my gym teacher actually played it in class.
did that? Hey, see, you're like a celebrity for the day, so that's pretty cool, man. So getting into this season, I want to know what was your. Let me backtrack actually. So last season, Bills Chiefs. Tell me what you were doing, where you were at watching that game, and tell me how you felt after. I want to know. I know it's going to be a sad story, but go ahead.
We were at our old apartment in my mom's bedroom, actually.
Okay.
At that 13 seconds, I thought that was the lucky number because Gabriel Davis won 13. He actually broke
Yeah,
a record, 4 touchdowns in one game.
that's
Never done
right.
before.
And a playoff game. Yep. And then what? And then tell me your emotional
and then the
slide
13
roller
seconds
coaster ride.
happened.
Right, yeah.
I literally cried for the rest of the night and walked out of the room.
Damn it,
It was
Chiefs!
very sad.
You know
Damn
what?
it! You see Patrick Mahomes. You see what you did?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I didn't cry, but I threw some stuff like I was throwing a tantrum, like
You
I
did.
shouldn't have been. I am a 40-year-old man, should not be throwing a tantrum like I was after we lost.
I don't even know if I talked to Mikey.
We
Many
didn't. We
like
didn't. We
I don't know if
exchanged
we
a
talked
text.
for
We exchanged a text, and that was it.
that was and I'll tell you what, and this is something you're gonna learn. I had to go live post game for that. Mikey wasn't with me. I had to go solo. And you want to talk about a rough thing going live after a heartbreaking loss. Roller coaster that
There's
was.
nothing good to talk about.
No, but I had to. That's part of the game. That's the game we're in. So
Did we have
Mikey,
Tommy uncensored?
no, I was just I had my voice, like it was bad. So, anyways, so we know how you felt. You were down and out. Going into the off season, what did you want this team to improve on heading into this season?
So wait. So what did I want the team to improve on?
Yeah, heading into the new season, this season. So we get into the. Did you want Brandon Beane to bring in? Did you want defensive help?
I did want a little bit of help on the defensive line and on the offensive line.
There you go.
Smart kid.
Okay. Yes.
Smart kid.
Very smart. Very smart. What do you? Real quick to go back. What do you think? I want to know your opinion. What cost us that game?
Well, I don't really remember it, but I'm pretty sure Josh Allen didn't play very good.
And no, he played great in the Chiefs game. No, it was the defense at the end, right?
Quarter.
Oh, in the first quarter, yeah, it was slow. The first half was slow.
The defense
and I don't
definitely
put that
gave
on
up
Josh.
scores.
See, yeah, and I don't put that on
Defense
Josh.
was not
that
helping
first
him
quarter.
out.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. I put that on Dayball. We had back-to-back drives where we punted, and we were running Zach Moss up the gut. Makes zero sense.
Also, we weren't moving the pocket.
We
There was nothing they could do whatsoever.
See, Mikey, putting Mikey down there, Mike. That's why Mikey's there.
Yep.
But you're right.
No naked built whatsoever.
Yep.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely. So you wanted us to improve on our D line and O line. Do you think we did that in the offseason? Do you think Brandon Beane improved both, or you think we're still struggling on the offensive line?
Oh no, 100%. He improved them both. We just got Ryan Saffold and Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Roger. Okay, Roger. Oh, yep, 100%.
But it wasn't.
How you like it?
Yeah. It wasn't just Von Miller. I think the biggest upgrade is our defensive tackles, where we brought back Jordan Phillips, we brought in Daquan Jones, we brought in Tim Settle. If you look at any of these highlights over the last 5 weeks, most of these sacks, you see Daquan Jones in the backfield cleaning it up with the DN making the hit. That guy is a man child, and he always gets forgot about because he does the dirty work.
That's right. And you know who else is doing a great job this season? Edmonds and Milano.
Yep.
Right? They're cleaning. They're getting after the core. They're getting to the running backs. They're doing their job. So our whole defense is actually doing their job this season. I think they're on. Last season I thought they started off a little rough, right? They had some games there where they couldn't stop the run pretty much all season. They got a little better down the stretch, but it was still, the stopping their run was a big problem. This season, go ahead.
Also, Jordan Poyer almost has his career high in picks. He's only played 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
He's missed 2. He already has 4 picks. His career high is 5.
That's right. I'm guessing you want him re-signed, right? You want an extension. You want him to get paid, right?
Do you want the Bills to win in the Chiefs game?
That's right. There you go. So, yes, we need to extend. Put it right there.
Yep. Brandon Beane, listen to Mini Mafia. He said sign the man.
We're just going to call you Mini Mafia for now because it's easier. Eminem right there. So, okay. So we start off the season. Rams, what are you thinking right away? You think a Super Bowl? We're going to Super Bowl? Was that what your thoughts were after that game, or you already thought we were going to the Super Bowl heading into the season?
Well, once my mom told me that we finally had Von Miller, yeah, I thought we were going to the Super Bowl 100%. Okay. Especially with all of our offensive weapons now.
Mm-hmm. So who's your favorite rookie this year? Do you like Khair Elam? Do you like James Cook? Do you like Khalil Shakir? Khalil Shakir? Yeah, okay. He's really good. I think he's going to be a surprise for a lot of people moving forward. I think Khalil Shakir is better than a lot of picks in the early rounds, to be honest. I think he's going to make a name for himself. And that's going to be the next jersey I want to see hanging behind, over there on your shelf. There is a Shakir jersey. So, and I'm going to get a Shakir. You're going to get a Shakir jersey, Mikey, because he's turning into one of my favorite players. I got to admit.
I'm not ready to drop money on a Shakir jersey yet.
He's not ready.
Okay. Maybe next year I might get one.
Yeah. If he continues, yes.
Okay.
So did you see that triple coverage catch that Josh Allen just let him go up for it?
Wasn't that beautiful? That was not a easy catch. I talked to Mikey about that actually. That was kind of a dangerous throw, especially to a rookie. Now, if that was like Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, I would say, okay, like I understand why he did it. But to go and throw that ball to a rookie shows you the confidence he has, right? And then for Khalil Shakir to get up there and get it was pretty impressive, right? He had the touchdown, so he did very good. You want Groot? You want a number 50 jersey next? You want Groot?
I want either Groot or Shakir.
So I got a Gregory Rousseau jersey. I got it in my closet. I love, because I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. That's my guy. It's my guy. Mikey knows that's my guy. But Gregory Rousseau, that's not a bad jersey to get next. He is he's going to be a problem for offense, in this league as he gets better and better. I think he has, what does he have, Mikey? 4 sacks on the season? If I correct me if I'm 4 something sacks. Like that, right?
Yeah.
By the way, see? We are the only 2 teams that me, The Bills and San Francisco are the only two teams who have two players that both have 4 sacks.
Ah, look at this guy coming with stats. Mikey has to Google it. This guy's coming with it. I like it.
I'll tell you.
In your school, you live in
job,
Buffalo,
Tommy.
right?
Taking my job, Tommy.
Yes. You live in Buffalo, right?
No, Barker.
No, where?
Very small town.
Small town in New York, right? Okay. Is there a lot of Bills fans in your school?
Like my whole class is a Bills fan.
Whole class of Bills fan? Ah, nice. Okay. So you got a lot of. Do they allow you to wear jerseys to school?
You can wear a jersey literally whenever you want.
Whatever you want. All right. So you rock your jerseys. Do you rock them every day, or you rock them on Fridays?
I rock them probably on Fridays the most. I don't really wear them. I wear them a lot. Like when it's definitely Bills Day and on Fridays.
Okay, that's good. So they have Bills Day on Friday?
Yeah. Like it's literally the biggest thing at school.
I love it, man. I opportunity. I lived in Florida at the time. Dolphins. Ugh. Mikey lives in California, so he got what? The Chargers when you're growing up? What would you get?
49ers. I live in California.
The Joe Montana.
49ers and the Raiders. 49ers and Raiders. Even though the Raiders left Oakland, went to LA, and then came back to Oakland and then left for Vegas.
So many times. That's one thing you don't have to worry about, Mini Mafia. Bills are not going anywhere anytime soon. Yep. Are you excited, by the way, for the new stadium?
I actually didn't know that there was a new stadium getting put in.
Yes, in a couple seasons. We're going to have a brand new stadium. So I think it's right across the street. Not too far.
Yeah, it's across the parking lot.
Yeah. Brand new stadium. A lot nicer. So maybe by then, you guys would wind up going to the game, one of the games. But yeah, you can let me know. I'll probably go down there. I live in Michigan, so I'm like 4 hours. Mikey's far, far away, but Mike, you probably go down to see a game.
A day away via plane.
Yikes! But he'll come. I know he will. For the new stadium.
Absolutely.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Have you guys ever met Jim Kelly or Steve Tasker or Ken Dorsey?
Okay, so no to all of those. However, I watched Ken Dorsey play live because I was in Florida. I'm a Hurricane fan. So I actually saw Ken Dorsey live, and I got really good tickets. So I was on the field, basically. The Ken Dorsey right there. It was really, really cool. I did meet football players, but never any Buffalo Bills, unfortunately. Yeah, Mikey?
I have met
Kelly,
Steve Tasker, and Ken Dorsey.
Dang! Where'd you meet? How'd you do this?
I was also on the real Bills field and practice field.
Nice.
You're trying to make me jealous over here. How'd you get?
I know, right?
Jim Kelly football camp.
How is that? Is that fun?
Yeah. 8 hours a day, 3 days.
8 hours a day, and you get tired?
Yeah, but not when I was actually playing.
No, that was the fun part.
I also got a tip pick.
Were you a quarterback?
Corner.
A corner? Okay.
We didn't have positions. I was just at the right moment. I was just in the right spot at the right time.
Oh, no.
It only went through the guy's hands, almost hit the ground, dove for it, caught it. All my
Did the wind play a factor?
There wasn't any wind really.
Oh, whoa! You got lucky because that's not often. So you had a nice day in Buffalo playing in Highmark Stadium. Wow,
Ralph Wilson Stadium.
On the practice field.
Right. Highmark.
Were you on the indoor practice field?
On the indoor and on the outdoor.
Okay.
Oh, both.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Did you get anything cool? Did you get autographs or anything?
Well, if you see, I have a Jim Kelly signed football right there.
No.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah,
Jim
Kelly.
I also have a signed hat with Saron Neal and Levi Wallace's signature.
Oh, you're killing me over here. Saron Neal's one of my favorite players. Mikey too. Mikey loves Saron.
I love Saron Neal.
See, my friend just got a jersey.
He's really good.
So when I grew up, we had the 49ers that were local, and I got to meet some of the 49ers when I was younger. I met Steve Young and Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, because they used to do their training camp in a small college, like it was a junior college that was right next to us. So we used to go watch the training camps when I was younger.
Oh
But I
yeah.
never got to meet any of the Bills, and now I'm jealous.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
also got to play catch with Jordan Poyer. He threw a
Man.
pass to me.
That's awesome.
Man, you're killing me over here. I didn't get to meet anyone.
They went to a practice.
I gotta buy all my signed stuff.
Have you met any of the Detroit players?
Okay, so not football, but basketball. Detroit Pistons. I got to go on the court and do like a contest, and of course I missed the shot because I'm out of shape and I haven't played basketball forever in front of about 5,000 people. So a little embarrassing, but no, I didn't get to meet any players. I'm trying to think who I met. I met Roy Jones Jr., which you probably don't know, but he's a boxer. Person that was cool. I'm trying to think who else.
Didn't you meet George Wilson?
I did. So I met George Wilson at a party. And I know you probably don't know George Wilson, but he was a safety for the Buffalo Bills who was actually a wide receiver at the time for the Lions who got cut. And he went to Buffalo, and they made him a safety, and he turned out to be really good at being a safety. So
I'm actually reading a book about Jim Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Which book?
That's probably a good book.
So let's get into the Bills stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the Bills. So I want to get your take for this week, buddy. As we look at let me put it up on the screen. As we look at this week's injury report, it's looking a lot prettier than we have the last few weeks.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm really worried about is Jordan Phillips. He is like the main guy that gets through the line.
And he is not going to probably play.
No, he's been limited all week. There's a good chance that he does play.
I don't want him to
but
play.
It's questionable, and next week is our bye week, so they might play him, but they might not, just to give him a few more weeks to rest.
So let me ask you this question. If you have the choice, do you want him to play this week, or do you want them to sit him out and then let him rest for 2 weeks and bring him back after the bye?
I mean, for the sake of the Bills, I do indeedly want him to play, but for his health, I don't.
Yeah,
see, I'm with smart. That is smart. And we got Ed Oliver playing now, right? So,
yes.
So Ed Oliver is the starting, and I would love to have Jordan Phillips, but we want a healthy Jordan Phillips in the back end of the season, right? Heading into the playoffs. So I'd rather have him miss this game, right?
I'd rather have him miss this game and have him healthy for the playoffs
than
have him play this game and get re-injured and not be able to play.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm with you on
that. Could aggravate it more. Yep.
Yep. He could, absolutely could. And who knows, knowing the Bills, unless they think he's really good to go, they won't play him. They always err on the side of caution. But I wanted to get your take on the Christian Benford versus Kaiir Elam matchup.
Oh.
So Benford started, broke his hand, was gone. Elam came in, has played pretty well since he's been out, but Benford comes back this week. Do you think Benford goes back in, or do you think Kaiir Elam stays as the starter?
Well, since we're versus Kansas City and the wide receivers, Juju, and the other guys, I think that they might start Benford just for the sake that we don't give up anything deep.
Okay, Tommy, what's your take on that?
I have a feeling that he's another player that probably will not play this week. And I wouldn't want to play him anyways, because the thing is with those hand injuries, not that he's not fine, but his hand's probably still a little swollen, and you don't want to get anything re-aggravate. 1, 2 infection last week, right? Even who knows the process if it's healed totally yet.
Well,
as far as the stitching goes,
just
so
my mom told me that if there's not exactly updated report on if they play or not, they
Mhm.
most likely will play.
Yeah. So unless
Yeah.
they make him inactive,
Mhm.
because he doesn't have any game day designation,
Right. Right.
so they could
I
they
just yeah. Go ahead,
go ahead.
Mikey.
I'd say they still have to sit, 6 people for
Right.
this coming game. So he could be one of the 6 if they don't think
Yeah.
he's quite ready yet.
Yeah. I think it for me now. I would love to see him out there if he's ready to go. Obviously, I want him out there
Mm-hmm.
to this defense. But um, listen, like, why not? If he's not 100%, like Mikey says, and just like Jordan Phillips, right? We're on our bye week next week. It'll give him another 2 weeks to just heal up properly, get that hand going right, and then boom, we got the Green Bay game, which is an important game too at home. So, I think we can, with the team that we have, the corners that we have, with the you know, uh, Kyer Elam playing
Mm-hmm.
with Dane
Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah, Dane Jackson being back. I don't think there's no need to rush to put him on the field right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's ready.
And
He's ready. I have no
yeah.
problem with that.
Okay. So from an injury report, we're gonna have obviously we're gonna have Tremaine Edmonds back. Daquan Jones was full. We're gonna get Dawson Knox back this week, which is
Yep.
great. Isaiah McKenzie was cleared; he'll be back. So we'll see a split probably in that slot between Shakir and McKenzie, which is gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, go
Honestly,
ahead.
I think that Khalil Shakir is gonna get more of the like more of the downs, just because he played really well last week, and they want to develop him a little bit more.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, Shakir was impressive last week.
He
Mm-hmm.
really
You
was,
know,
and he got his first touchdown.
he did.
He's
I
good.
can I can see us using McKenzie back more in the gadget role, and then still letting him, because on the KC side, Fenton, their starting nickel is out. So whoever's going to play in that slot's going to be playing against a rookie, fifth string rookie. So I'll be interested to see because there's going to be no McDuffie and no Fenton this week.
Yeah.
Yes,
And think about it.
honestly,
So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Minnie.
honestly, since those McDuffie and Fenton are out, they're gonna have to play zone coverage mostly because they don't have those two guys, which would definitely open up the run, like the middle for
Hmm.
Khalil, Knox, like the guys that go in the middle. Also, um op- it could also open up Diggs and Davis a little bit because there's going to be rookie corners on them, and
Hmm.
you know how Diggs is and Davis are against rookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
And
fill a
and
new
this
spot.
may be a good game again for Shakir because the 3 yards and a touchdown that was his first official full game, right?
Hmm.
Yes,
Well, this where it's a sneaky, a good game for him because they're going to probably be eyeballing, especially Gabe Davis, the guy that really did them dirty in the playoffs, right? So they got their eye on that guy, and he had a killer game last week. They know you got to guard Diggs. So who's the
Hmm.
guy that's left, right? You got McKenzie and you got Shakir. I could definitely see both guys uh, being very for
and Knox,
Knox, and then
first.
don't forget about our backs out of the backfield. I think they could play a big
Yes,
role in the passing game this week too.
especially James
100%.
Cook.
I would
You
love to
could,
see them get the ball in James Cook's hands more
yes,
often, but Motor's been fantastic in the pass game this year.
yes,
So,
he has been.
I'd like to, especially if they're going to play zone. I could see us trying to run the ball a little bit more too. If they're going to
Yeah,
play, because
yep.
last year in the division game they didn't blitz us very often.
Mm-hmm.
They played back to cover the receivers, and it didn't work. So it'll be interesting to see how
Mm-hmm.
that plays out.
Yep, yep.
Because players back, Khalil Shakir probably isn't like gonna be getting targeted as much, and won't be giving up like deeper passes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so we'll go ahead and take down the injury report, Tommy.
Yeah, I got.
Um, so
Oh,
you
I
oh, you
had
got
it.
it. Okay.
Yep.
So let's dig into the actual game perspective. I want to get
Okay.
Minnie's take. What are you expecting come Sunday, 425? Well, we'll get the outcome at the end of it, but what do you want to see? What are your keys for the Bills to win?
Well, my keys is good blocking for the offensive line. Hopefully, I want Khalil Shakir to have a good game, and we get pressure from the middle and the edge.
Nice. Get Mahomes on
There
the
you go.
ground, right? Get Mahomes on the ground.
Also,
That's right.
really, Kelsey is their only weapon. So all we have to do, shut down Kelsey.
Yeah,
The game's in the
easier
bag,
said than done.
basically.
That seems to be
Right.
easier said than done. Because I
Although,
imagine
to be
every
fair,
team's like,
last year
Yeah,
in week 5, we didn't have Milano, one of the best coverage linebackers in the league.
that's right.
and we still
That's
won that
right.
game.
And we won the
Oh,
game. But you know how we shut Kelsey down though? We played physical at the line, and we had Saran Neal bumping him early,
beating them up
right?
early.
Beating him up, making him feel that. And I'll tell you what, even though he had a hell of a game last week, he didn't have a killer amount of yards. He had a killer amount of touchdowns.
He had
Yeah.
It
4
seemed like,
touchdowns.
yeah,
But he had
but they
25 total
actually,
yards.
right. So they did their job as far as up and down the field with them, but they didn't do their job in the goal line area. So
Yep.
we got to do the same, except for stopping him in the goal line. So they played him right, to be honest with you, when it was needed the most, which was in red zone at the goal line. So real quick too, Mikey. So the Chiefs did lose the game this year. They lost it
Yep.
to the Colts of all teams. A Colts team that rank, I think, 31st in offense or 30.
Yep.
They're bad. They're somewhere towards the
Yep.
bottom. So all the games they lost, they wound up losing to the Colts. Not that the Colts killed them, but the Colts did something defensively. Do you think Frazier goes back? Even the Raiders game, this game, it wasn't like the Chiefs killed them offensively like Tampa, like when they did Tampa the week before. I'm sure he does, but the game film on those games and say, okay, this is what they did to kind of slow Mahomes down. Here's what they did on this. Cause I kind of feel like they do that, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not
I
in
have
that
a
room.
feeling they'll incorporate some of it, but you have to remember, Sean McDermott and Leslie Frazier have have PhDs in defense. They tend
Yeah.
to do what they're
Yeah.
comfortable with. They don't go outside and just try to adopt
Personnel
something else.
too. Could be
Yep.
personnel's
Do they
different.
look at a personnel perspective?
Yeah.
You have to remember the Bills also have better players than most of these teams that that they're
Yeah.
playing. So they can adopt a little bit of what they do, but they also feel very strongly in their scheme, which is sometimes
Yeah.
very annoying.
Yeah. I just what I saw, at least from the Raiders last week, was a lot of pressure. Right. They got on Mahomes, they sacked Mahomes. They got some Mahomes quite a bit. Like that's something that we talk about. You gotta get that Mahomes. You gotta bring him
Mhm.
down. You may not get a sack every time, but I want to see Mahomes have to get rid of the ball even quicker than he usually does. I don't want him sitting back there. We cannot have that happen again. That he will tear you apart. Doesn't matter about just Kelsey. He will find somebody, and that's the part that that's what happened to us last season in the playoffs. We cannot contain him. It's a big problem.
Yep. Okay. So Minnie, I got a question for you. Who is your X factor on defense? Who do you think is going to be the one guy on defense that you think that needs to play the best?
Honestly, it's probably Ed Oliver.
Oh, I
Okay.
like
And
that.
why him?
Because we might not have Jordan Phillips. Ed Oliver needs to stand up to get pressure in Mahomes' face.
Okay. I like it. As the DNs collapse, he needs to get that middle pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he
Okay.
can't throw out the middle and he could bat it down.
I
Okay.
like that. Batting
Check it
down
out.
the passes. We need to do
Yeah.
that more,
We don't
actually.
do the Bills don't do
We
that a lot.
don't. And we have tall guys like Gregory Rousseau, right? We have guys that can
Mhm.
bat the ball down. Boogie Basham, right? You got to put your hands up a little bit more, man.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Okay, so from the offensive side, who's the one guy outside of Josh Allen, because we all know Josh needs to play well, that you think that needs to step up in order for us to win this game?
On the offense or defense?
Offense.
Dang. I'd probably have to say Khalil or Knox. Most likely Khalil.
Okay. All right. And I will counter that. I think it's gonna be Roger Saffold because he's gonna be the one that's in charge. I think it's gonna be Morrison Saffold that's gonna have to handle Chris Jones, who is their game wrecker. If those two guys can't contain Jones, we're gonna be in trouble. It's gonna be a long day for Josh.
Yeah,
But if
but
those two can, go ahead.
to be fair, last year he did score a touchdown with a 300-pound man dragged on him.
Yes, to be fair, Josh did do that. However, Chris Jones is probably the number 2 defensive tackle in the NFL behind what's his name out in LA? Can't think of his
Joey
name right now.
Bosa?
No, defensive
Aaron
tackle
Donald.
Aaron Donald, behind Aaron Donald. So Chris Jones is a legit game wrecker. So if we can control him, I think we could run away with this thing.
Yeah.
If we control Chris Jones, we shut down the defense. Because really, there is other parts, but really not many because they are missing a ton of defensive pieces.
They are, especially in the secondary.
100%. Yeah.
Especially in the secondary.
Yep.
All right. So now's the time, Minnie. Give us your game prediction. What do you think the score is going to be?
I think the score is going to be 42-21.
Ooh. Man, the 40s. I like it.
I
mean, I'm not hating on it. That's a good score. By the way, I love the 40s, so
most
I'm
likely
always
22-21 though.
Okay. All right. And that I hate it. I don't hate it at all. Hey, Scott in the house. We're gonna block Mikey's face with the Scott thing here. The noise on the KC game is so intolerable. Tired of divisional game narratives and dominance. We're 1-3 against the Chiefs and 3 playing the game. Yeah. So this will be our 4th game in a row in KC.
Yeah. Also, this could determine who gets the first overall seed because Bills and Chiefs both very good, high scoring teams. I like that prediction.
99-0. Yeah, that's a good one, right? Scott's always bringing the 99 times. Yes, we had 50 points off here and there, but that's all right.
Okay, so I think it could definitely determine who gets the number 1 seed and who gets the wild card and who can get home field advantage in the playoffs. Yeah. If we win this game, we probably beat the Chiefs if they make it. But if we lose, it doesn't actually determine the future. Because last year we won against the Chiefs and we lost in the playoffs.
That's right. Good point.
Yeah, and Mafia Monk comes in and says next year's going to be in KC as well because we play them again next year in Kansas City in the regular season.
Oh, Jesus Louise!
It's becoming like the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be like the Titans. Remember, we played in Titans for like 5 straight years before they came back this year. It's one of those things. That's what happens when you keep winning your division. You get the number 1. You get the first 1 seed schedule, and when KC wins, they're the 1 seed. So we'll be interested to see how this plays out. Yes, Ed, Mini Mafia is bringing it tonight.
That's right. By the way, Ed, it's coming out. Him and Mafia Mom podcast on this channel. Mafia means family podcast. So that's going to be probably soon. I'll announce it on Twitter as far as the date goes. So look for that. Okay.
All right. Well, any last words from you, Minnie?
Yes. Go Bills, crush the Chiefs.
There you go. Awesome, buddy. Go Bills. And we appreciate you coming on tonight, man. And I'm going to talk to you after this is over. Okay. So stay on here. Okay. I'm going to put you to the side. All right.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
Okay. So, crushed it. He crushed it.
Dude, I told you. The star in the making, man. Right there, guys.
Yep. He came with some hot takes too. I loved his takes, about rolling Josh out, because we talk about that all the time. So he knows his stuff, which is awesome.
He does.
So
yes,
quickly, let's get into
That's
my
Tommy's
keys to the game.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, if he starts wearing sunglasses, then you know what's up.
Right.
All right, go ahead, Mikey.
All right, so let's get into my keys to the game. Key number 1, start fast. The Bills' offense the last few weeks, outside of that 98-yard touchdown, hit a little bumps the next 2 drives. We can't do that against the Chiefs. We need to start fast and keep our foot on the pedal through the 60 minutes. Key 2, contain Kelsey.
Yeah.
Contain Kelsey. You're not going to stop the man. Contain him. Cover him. Put 2 guys on him. Beat him up. And then key 3, red zone. You have to score touchdowns. You can't kick field goals and beat the Chiefs.
Right.
Even as well as we did last week, we were only 1 for 4 in the red zone. Got to be better than that.
Got to be better to beat. This is like you said. This is not a regular. This is not a Baltimore Ravens team, right? This is not a Jets team, Tennessee. This team's gonna score, and we have to match that every time, and we have to go ahead. The one thing is you can't win by field goals. Not against this team. It's not gonna. You put it this way: 20 is not gonna win. Not gonna win.
No,
got to score more than 20 points.
Yep, I agree. And then my bonus key, because we put a ton of pressure on Mahomes last year. Mm-hmm. We have to bring him down. We can't get so far up the field that we give him those open lanes, because Mahomes is agile and he will run. He ran for 65 yards and a touchdown last year in that divisional game.
I hated it.
Yeah, we need to contain and push and collapse the pocket. Don't get out of your rush lanes and
push them. Or get him to the side. Get him to the side.
Beating him up.
Push him out.
That's how you beat Mahomes. You beat him up. You start hitting him a bunch. Get him frustrated. That's the only way to beat Mahomes.
Yeah. So exactly.
Those are my keys to the game.
Yeah, get him out of his comfort zone, right? Make him, do some bad choices, right? Because he's done that. He does it. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Once you put that pressure on Mahomes, he'll do that little fun ball. Like he will make stupid mistakes, right? And that you have to. You cannot just let him sit back there. You can't give him wide open lanes to run through. We season in the play. It drove me nuts. It was wide. He actually could have ran through 4 more. I'll be honest with you. There were such open lanes for him to go. But here's the difference though, from last year to this year. You got Von Miller here now, right? A lot quicker, can get to the outside, right? He's not getting out to the outside. Von Miller will be chasing you down. Then you got Gregory Rousseau, who's also quick to the edge, right, to the sideline. Mm-hmm. Then you got Ed Oliver. You got
Daquan Jones.
Daquan Jones pushing up the middle now, right? And then also too, the run defense. Even though they're not such a run-heavy team, once we shut that down, which we've been doing all season, it forces them to be a passing team, right? Play action passes. That could really help our defense out big time, because that's when you start playing some different kind of schemes on defense. And that's what we've been doing all season. Take away the run, force them to pass, and the offense has to put their foot pedals on the metal as well, right? So once the offense, Josh Allen get going, it's going to force the Chiefs' hand. And you have to get 3 and outs. You got to force them to field goals. You cannot have what happened last week when they played the Raiders happen against us, right? Where you do a good job on Kelsey, but you get down in the red zone and Kelsey gets you 4 happen, right? You got to know, you got to play sound defense. And I feel like we've been doing that all year. So that's why I'm not super, super worried about this game, Mikey. Yeah. Even though we've had some games where we bend, don't break kind of defense, the Ravens, the offense kind of like, they weren't scoring at will, but they drove down the field on us, right? Yeah. It's just our defense tightened up in certain areas. So this game. I don't even mind if the Chiefs do wind up going downfield as long as we give them
Hold
the
them to
3
field
points.
goals. Hold them
That's
field
all.
goals instead of touchdowns.
100 or 4 and out because you know they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Because here's the deal: the Chiefs are the number 1 ranked, red zone offense in football right now. So we got to hold them to field goals.
That's right.
Dallas comes in here with a fantastic question and says, "Do you guys think we'll be making a move at deadline? Sunday could decide that." I agree.
I think we do. I just don't think it's going to be
a trade. I don't know if it'll be a trade. It might be a free agent signing.
Yes, well that too, but I can see both though. I still say though the trade would be something. I don't know if it's going to be a big name. I think if they trade, it's going to be to come in as a rotation, like just a good piece to add on to the offensive defense. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just something, another addition. I don't think it's going to be like. I still don't think it's going to be like a McCaffrey. Even though you saw Paul did a whole thing on McCaffrey, it would be, we would only take a certain hit and we could always cut him.
It's like 800,000, and then if you send Moss back as part of it, it's basically a wash.
Right. You could cut him. Right. Yep. That's like part of his So I mean, like in hindsight, it sounds good. I just don't know if they pull the trigger. And and of course too, the first round pick would be basically. So we'll see. I don't know how that goes. The OBJ thing I think is the most intriguing one for free. He's shooting for November. I'd rather get the deal done if we know for a fact, like a doctor saying, yeah, November, he looks good for November, whatever. Like we have some kind of maybe work something out in the contract, where about the money or whatever. But I would like to get that done just to know he's gonna be, on the team by at least December, right? Playing heading into January. So I wouldn't mind that pickup because you never know what's going to happen, man. Like, yes, we're getting our team healthy now, right? We got Gabe back. Isaiah's cool. Khalil's, stepping up. But you never know what can happen, right? Practice. You're still so early in the season. So why not have a guy there that you can rely on? It's going to be available. And if it's for a right price, I would do it. Like I would. There's no harm in it. All right, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, so Mafia Mom comes in and says, if you can make them punt or turn it over combined 4 times, she thinks we'll win. That is a great take.
Yeah, I agree.
If we can hold them at 4 of their drives where they don't get any points,
I agree with that.
That's a big win for the Bills. So I do agree 100%. With that as well.
100%. I think this is. I'll tell you what I can see in this game though, Mikey. On both sides, on both teams, I can see a lot of fourth downs, a lot of fourth down plays. Teams going for it. Yes, I can see Chiefs going for it a lot, and I can see Sean playing aggressive this game because he has to. He has to be aggressive because I want to see. I know this is not a playoff game. I get that. It's a regular season game. Next game up, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. But I want to know when we play them again, because more than likely we will. I want to see that aggressiveness that you're going to show me now. Hey, I'm not afraid to do it. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. So I want to see that. I want to see aggressiveness. I don't want to feel for it. I'm not saying go for it on every fourth down. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying on certain key moments of the game. If Josh is feeling it and you have confidence and depending on where the ball is, I'd go for it, depending on the yardage. 100%. 100%. Okay. And I think, that's an Andy Reid thing. That's why they're good. They are not afraid to roll the dice on fourth downs in key moments. They did it in the playoffs when Mahomes was down, and they did it with their backup quarterback to win the game. And that's how much they, you know what I mean? That's how much they have faith in their team and their offense. So we need to be on the same, because I really want. But if that was us and Allen went out and we had a backup, would our coach do the same thing on that fourth down, or would he have punted? Would he have trusted his backup quarterback to get him 2 yards on that play? Right. No. And that's why I need McDermott to change that way of thinking, because you have to sometimes.
He's not going to.
I hope he does.
But okay, Scott comes in and says Crowder's coming back. I don't think so. We went through it with Dr. Trimble last week. He talked about it. He said if he does, he'll come back around playoff time. However, if he comes back, he won't be 100%. So I really don't see him coming back.
I don't think you see him.
Yeah,
I don't think you see him either. Especially if I'll tell you why, especially even if he comes back 100% healthy. Depending on how good Khalil Shakir is up until that point, why would you? Like there would be no point at that. I'm not taking out.
He's not going to be healthy. He's not going to be healthy. So
that's what I mean. And
Mafia Mom comes in and says, "Be aggressive, but not like Staley. Don't be reckless. Be aggressive. Don't be reckless."
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, and Triggs is right. A lot of that is a mindset. Reed is an offensive-minded head coach, where McDermott's a defensive-minded head coach. He's more conservative. Although he's getting better and better with letting Josh go for it, and he is. I don't know if he would do it. I don't think he would do it with a backup. I just don't. But Tommy,
especially when Keenum's playing,
right?
I want to trust Keenum on a 1st and 10, not like 4th down.
Yeah, right. All right, Tommy, it's that time. You do have another show to get to. It's prediction time. I'll start and then we'll come to you. We know Mini Mafia put it out there 42-21. I'm gonna go 38-31. Bills win.
Ooh, close. Okay, Bills. Okay.
What do you got?
This is tough.
Because I believe the Chiefs are the second best team in football behind the Bills.
Well, yeah, right now, yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna. I agree with that right now as of today. 41-23.
Watch, the Bills are gonna blow them out. It's gonna be like they don't score. They're gonna score like 13 points because we don't ever give our defense enough credit.
Right, we are always right. It's gonna be like 41-10. You know,
yep. It's gonna be something crazy like that, and our defense is gonna be like, "Why don't you ever trust me?"
I know, and I'm gonna stop doing that finally. But yeah, that's what I'm sticking with.
Come on, Tommy, 41-13.
All right, 41-13, fine.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Mini Mafia, we really appreciate him coming on tonight. Really excited about bringing Mafia Means Family podcast to Mafia Sports Report. It's a fantastic different look or different take from a Bills fan outside of me and Tommy just sitting here for three shows a week, boring you guys. It'll be a great family style podcast. I'm really looking forward to that one. Tommy, any last words, buddy?
No, man. Just let's have an awesome kick-ass weekend and get ready for a 425 showdown versus those no good Chiefs. Just a heads up, in about 30 minutes on Mafia Sports Report, NFL Overtime with me and Curtis from Ace Per Head. We'll be doing that. We'll be discussing the Bills game and other NFL games, the key games for this weekend. And then tomorrow, just a heads up, guys. So Saturday, AFC East Shakedown at we won't be having a fantasy football show live. However, I'm going to be posting that probably Sunday. What'd you think, Mikey? Sunday or Saturday night? What do you think on that? Sunday in the morning.
I think we said we were going to try it Sunday morning during the pregame.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a Sunday morning on the fantasy football. So to look out for that video. That's probably going to be premiere. And then also I'm filling in for Jason tomorrow at 8:30. He's getting married. So backdoor Bills talk at 8:30. Mafia Sports Report. Jason's not available, so I will be filling in, and I'll probably have a special guest as a co-host. So I'll let. Other than that, that's all I got to say. Mini Mafia was awesome. And I'm looking forward to him being on this channel. So, Mikey, I'm out. Go Bills. Yep. Anything last words for you?
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Peace out. Peace.